Yo, what is up? Today is what we're going to talk about is how to lose weight in your 30s without tracking forever. Okay, so you're probably here because you're doing a lot of things right, but your body isn't responding the way you want it to. Like, you want to keep the fat down, you want to feel healthy, you want your clothes to fit better without sucking the tummy in. And the hard truth is this, like most women who struggle with their fat loss in their 30s, they aren't failing because of effort. They're struggling because their food choices don't match the identity of a fit woman, of a fit adult woman, to be more specific, right? Because this workshop is about shifting from impulsive, emotional, and chaotic to more calm, honestly boring, but like repeatable adult habits that actually change your body. Like no meal plans, no cutting carbs, no tracking forever. Okay, so this workshop is just going to have 7 simple steps that grown women use in order to stay lean. Okay, so here's why most women are stuck. Most women eat based on mood, stress, or convenience. They don't base their eating on intention because they're too busy with life. They're tired. They're overwhelmed with a lot of things in life. A lot, like overwhelmed with a lot of um, real life responsibilities. So food just becomes a reactive thing, right? So you eat what sounds good in the moment. Like you skip meals and then overeat later. Or you snack like a teenager instead of eating like an adult woman with actual goals. And here's the part that no woman likes to hear. Fit women don't make food decisions emotionally. They make them predictably. So they plan ahead. And if your eating feels different every single day, your body has no reason to change. So fat loss isn't about motivation, it's about removing the chaos, making it easier for your life. Okay? When you don't have structure, you're not going to have results in your fat loss. Okay? And this is what these 7 steps are going to help you with, building the structure. Okay? So put a tune in the Zoom chat right now if you're still listening, and then we shall get started. Cool. So, step one, um, if you want to lose weight in your 30s and quit the tracking of the food, you got to be eating adult meals. Okay, so not snacking anymore. So not handfuls, none of this girl dinner BS, not snacks pretending to be meals. Adult women who are lean in their 30s, 40s, or 50s, their food looks boring, but they work, right? There's enough protein, there's not too many carbs, but there's still enough carbs in order for you to fuel your body. The fat content isn't too high, and you got enough fiber in there. Okay, so when you don't eat enough meals, you're gonna snack nonstop later. This is why we avoid snacking, and we actually want to eat real meals. And when you stop snacking, or when you snack nonstop, the calories are just gonna creep up, okay, without you even noticing. So snacks, for example, like a cookie, for example, that's 300 calories, which is insane, right? That's almost a real full meal for this one small cookie, compared to an actual meal with like a big salad with some rice in it, some quinoa in it, some chicken. That's 500 calories, right? So, ladies, we got to be eating real meals and stop snacking because when you snack, you're gonna snack on something that's most convenient to you, something that you think is gonna fuel you super fast because you're super hungry, right? You got to be eating real meals in order to keep the fat off long term. Okay, so put that into the Zoom chat right now. Real meals, or even if you're watching live right now, real meals into the Zoom chat or the chat in Facebook Live. Okay. So three, so 2 to 3 solid meals is what's going to anchor your appetite, your hormones, and your energy. And this alone is going to fix 50% of fat loss issues most women have. Okay. Step number 2, you want to make protein a non-negotiable. So fit women in their 30s, 40s, or 50s, they prioritize protein without even thinking or debating about it. Not because it's trendy, like, oh, yo, like high protein meals. It's not trendy. This high protein stuff works. Like, more protein is what's going to keep you full. More protein is what's going to increase your metabolism. More protein is going to keep you sculpted instead of soft. Soft to sculpted method. Okay. But if your meals don't start with protein, you're already behind. You're not going to see fat loss whatsoever. Okay. This isn't about having protein shakes and protein powders all day. It's about building your meals with real protein like eggs, meat, chicken, fish, tofu, Greek yogurt. Having that into all your meals consistently. Okay. That's what's going to help you keep the weight off long term. And when you don't have protein, what that's going to cause, it's going to cause more cravings. And when you have more cravings, that's going to lead to overeating. And when you overeat, you're pretty much stalling your fat loss. Okay? So put that in the Zoom chat right now. No protein equals stalled fat loss. Simple math. Okay? Make protein a non-negotiable. There should be a sufficient amount of protein per meal. Someone asked right now, how much protein per meal? You want at least 1 to 2 palm sizes. So if you look at your hand, this is your palm. The thickness of your palm as well. That's one palm size. You want 1 to 2 of those per meal. And it has to be lean protein. Okay, so it has to be tofu. It has to be chicken breast, like as lean ground beef, Greek yogurt, right? You want lean protein, 2 palm sizes of lean protein per meal. Okay. Put a 3 in the Zoom chat if you're still following. I can move to number 3. So step number 3 is you want to stop eating like every day is your birthday. And this is where most women fight me. Like they're always asking for, yo, I want variety. I want something different every single day. But in reality, like fit women, they don't change their meals every day. They don't rotate different breakfasts. They have the same breakfast every day. They have the same lunches. They have the same snacks. If they want to change it up, they'll change it up next week. Not because they lack discipline, but they don't want the chaos in their life to think about what they need to eat or if this is going to not lead them to their goal, right? So when food decisions are automatic, consistency happens easily, okay? So you can still enjoy your dinners out, your weekends, your social events, your weddings, whatsoever, like whatever you want, just as long as if you're eating the same thing most of the time throughout the week. Okay, so I would say 5 to 6 times a week, or 5 out of 6 days in the week. If you're eating the same, you're good. You don't have to worry about it, right? But if you want every meal to be different, trust me, it's gonna be hard for you to lose the weight. And that's the part that not a lot of women like to hear. Adult eating is boring. It's boring. Put that into the Zoom chat right now, or even in the call right now. Adult eating is boring. Okay. But if you want to live longer, if you want to feel more energized, if you want to be more present in your life, you have to be eating like an adult. And it's going to be boring most of the time, but again, there's still room for flexibility. Even for me, like when I go out for dinner with my wife, or when I go to birthdays for friends, or when I attend weddings, I'll go all out. But just as long as if 5 to 6 of those days are boring eating or meals where they're high in protein, high in veggies, I don't have to worry about gaining weight or feeling like crap. Okay? So put that in the Zoom chat right now. 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7 days is all you need in order for you to not feel guilty about all the stuff you're eating on the weekend or on the social events or the dinners or the birthdays. Okay? Like I see all the time on Instagram, there's a lot of women that just post every day something different that they're eating. And if you're eating out often, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna judge you. Like, I don't care. Like, people our age with adult money shouldn't be eating like that if they say they want to live longer, if they want to live a healthier and longer and fuller life. We have money to eat properly and to live a longer and fuller life. If you're not eating like an adult, trust me, it's going to be hard to live longer, right? It's gonna like earlier in your life, you're gonna start seeing these health concerns. Okay. That's the part that no one likes to hear, but you're gonna hear from me. Okay. So step number 4 is you want to plan ahead like a grown woman. Okay. So when it comes to nutrition, adult fit women in their 30s, 40s, or 50s, they don't wing nutrition. They don't hope that future them will make good decisions while they're stressed or hungry. Adult fit women, they plan ahead. Not obsessively, but intentionally. Like they always have these grocery lists. They have a set meal plan for the week. It doesn't take that long to decide what you're going to do for that week or like what you have in your grocery list. You can have the same grocery list every single day if you want to as well, right? And the same meal plan per week, that's all you need. Okay. Adult fit women, like they know what's in their fridge. They know what they're eating tomorrow. They don't rely on motivation because if your kitchen supports your goals, where your kitchen is filled with a lot of whole foods, a ton of fruit and veggies, a ton of protein, not too many snacks, you're good, right? Because when we plan, that's you respecting your body, not restricting your body, right? Like you can honestly still have the Haagen-Dazs ice cream, like even for me as well. Like I have ice cream in my fridge, right? So into the Zoom chat right now, like put something that you are guilty of having. For me, it's ice cream. Okay. So I always have ice cream. Like I can't live without it, but then I just make sure that 5 out of 7 days I'm eating good. Or 80-20 rule. 80% of my life I'm eating really, really, really good. 20% room for flexibility. Okay. So again, plan ahead, have a grocery list, always like the same veggies, the same proteins, the same snacks, the same guilty pleasures. Just make sure most of your kitchen is filled with 80% whole foods and you're good. Okay. But also you're planning your meals ahead. Okay. Step number 5 is you want to eat for your body, not your emotions. So most overeating is not hunger. It's emotional relief. Okay. So put that in the Zoom chat right now. Overeating is emotional relief. Okay. So stress, being bored, being overwhelmed with life, that's when you overeat, right? Fit women, like they never eat emotionally. They just don't do it unconsciously. Like they pause before having something naughty. So they'll pause for 30 seconds. Like I tell my clients to do this. Before you're going to eat something naughty, wait 30 seconds. Think about how this food is going to benefit your body. Think about is this what's is this what future me wants me to do? Think about, like if I want to be the fit woman in 6 months, is this decision going to help me become that fit woman? Take 30 seconds before you eat something naughty. Always pause and check in and then decide. Okay? Don't act with emotion. Take time to think. It's only 30 seconds. And trust me, you are not going to eat the food because you're also going to think like how that food is going to make you feel after eating it. All right? Or what the food tastes like. Right? Like you can like even for me, like for example, when I eat ice cream, I know like how it's going to make me feel after. It's gonna make me feel sleepy. That's why I only eat ice cream at the nighttime, right? Um, but then I always think, okay, cool. Like, if I really wanted to get to my goal, did I eat properly today? Did I eat mostly whole foods today? Cool. I deserve the ice cream. Okay, I worked hard today. I did a workout. I got my steps in. Cool. I'll eat it. I'll eat it with no guilt. There you go. Right? So you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be more aware. And taking that 30 seconds before having something naughty is what's going to prevent you from um, eating with emotion long term. Okay? Adult eating is intentional, not impulsive. Put that into the Zoom chat right now. So adult eating is intentional. Okay? S- Put a six in the Zoom chat if you're still listening, and then I'll move on to number six. Okay? Cool. So step number six is consistency over perfection. So adult women who don't blow up the whole week over one meal, they don't punish themselves. Okay. They don't start over on Monday. They just continue after because they understand that fat loss comes from consistency, not intensity. So there are going to be days where you are going to give up. There are going to be days where you just fall into temptation and you emotionally, which is totally fine. Right? But just remember, like you're like every day is not going to be perfect. You need to just remind yourself that. Okay? This is the times where it gets super hard. Okay? But as long as if you're able to get back into regular programming, you're good. I'm fine with that. Okay? But you just need more boring weeks stacked together so you don't have to worry long term. Okay. And that's how your body changes in your 30s or 40s or 50s. You got to focus on being more consistent, more boring weeks stacked together. Okay. And then you get to enjoy the other stuff, the naughty foods. Okay. Put a seven in the Zoom chat if you're still following. Okay. Cool. No questions. If no questions, put an all good before we move to the last one. Okay, which I think is honestly the most important one. Cool. So number seven, step seven is you want that identity shift. You want to eat like the woman you want to be. This is the most important step. Like you got to stop asking, what should I eat? You got to start asking, what would the fit, confident, calm version of me choose on most days? You got to ask yourself that question. Okay. Because that woman doesn't panic, okay? That woman doesn't restrict, that woman doesn't spiral. That woman eats like a fit woman that's in her 30s, 40s, or 50s, okay? They don't have to think, they just know like what that person would do. And when your habits match that identity long enough, your body's just going to follow. It's going to become automatic. It's going to become second nature, okay? So once you start asking yourself, what would the fit, calm version of me do on most days? That's when these habits slowly become second nature. Okay. So put into the Zoom chat right now, second nature. If you want all these habits to become second nature. Yeah, exactly. Right? So the more times you choose the decision, the fit version of you would choose, that's what's going to lead to it becoming second nature. And for some women, it might take a month. For some women, it might take months, maybe 6 months, or maybe like a year, right? It takes a while for these habits to become second nature. Okay. So put an all good into the Zoom chat if you have no questions, or just put questions into the Zoom chat before I move on to the recap. Okay. So I'm just going to break down everything one by one again. So I'll go through all the steps. So step number one is you want to have adult meals. You want to stop snacking. Okay. Step number two is you want to prioritize protein. Protein in every single meal. It's a non-negotiable. Step number three is you want to stop eating like every day is your birthday. Stop posting on Instagram where you're eating or showing off that you're eating at a restaurant or your bubble tea or whatever you're eating, hot pot, every single day. Okay. If you stop eating like every day is your birthday, you're going to see massive changes in your weight loss for sure, quickly. Okay. Step number four is you want to plan ahead like a grown woman. Step number five is you want to eat for your body, not emotions. Step number six is you want consistency over perfection. Just a reminder that there are going to be times where you feel like you're going to give up. Again, just go back to normal programming the next day. Okay. Step number seven is you want to eat like the woman you want to be. Always ask yourself, what would the fit, calm, confident version of me choose on most days? Okay. So pretty much this is the soft to sculpted approach. Like this is exactly how I coach my clients. Not meal plans, not food rules, not perfection, right? We mess up every single day, but just as long as if we know like we got to go back to normal programming, I'm good. Okay. And if you continue these adult habits and you repeat them long enough, they are going to change your body. I guarantee that. And again, if you want help applying this to your life, like the schedule, the stress levels, this is what we do in the softest couple method. Okay. No drama, no extremes, just results that last. Okay. So put an all good into the Zoom chat if you don't have any questions or put questions if you do have any. But if not, you can always message me on Telegram or on Instagram at Ben Coaching. And yeah, it looks like no more questions. And I'll just catch you next week. Peace.